Hello, you beautiful people. It's me, Justinas. I just came back from the Highland Trail where I used this very bike to go around in 3.5 days, which was enough to win this race, to win it this year. I can give you a rundown of the bike, what I've used and what worked very well out there in the very adventurous weather, which I've got the full Scottish package. So for this race and basically for most of the races that I've done in the last, I've used this Trek Topfuel 4th generation bike, which has minor upgrades. I've put the flight attendant at the front and at the rear, which helps me with decision making on the trail when I'm tired and I need some help, and there are some lights to talk to when at night, so that also works well. The bags, so it's basically tail fin, supplies me or supports me with it. I have a custom top tube bag and a custom frame bag, and this is a production speed rack on the rear. The original idea was a bit different, but I found out that there was a mandatory kit. So Josh was kind to lend me his sleeping bag, which I ended up using a few times. But so that's in there. Otherwise, I would have run all the bags just in between the wheels and did that this way. For the lights, I used the exposure Diablo at the front and the React at the rear. As for the group set, I've stayed with SRAM, so I had a T-type combination of basically a lot, because the cassette is a GX, then the derailleur is the XX SL. The power meter is the old version of the Quark. The cranks are 170. I had the Shimano pedals on them, the ones that actually were lent by Paul, so thank you, Paul. The wheels, they are unproven race XC UD, so carbon all way actually. So the spokes, they're carbon too, and they did very well. Like, I've abused them throughout these races in this year. Like, I started in New Zealand, and they have gone through very bad conditions, rivers and bogs and everything, and they are still running smooth. Tires, I had Maxxis Aspens on. Both got punctured. The rear one got punctured pretty bad. I used the 5 pounds to get myself out of that situation, because I ripped the side knob and I needed to boot the tire or something, and because the pounds now are a bit plasticky, so they worked well. I put the tube and it got me to the finish line. So we can move to the cockpit, and there I had this one piece, handlebars and the stem. It's a light, and for this race the aero bars were not much needed. I still had these inner bar ends which gave me an extra hand position. Also, I like to run the ergo grips, which gives some more support for the hands. As for navigation, I used the Wahoo Element Roam 3, so it worked through the rain, and because it has only buttons, or can be operated with buttons only, so that didn't cause any bad mishaps in the rainy weather. The light, I told you about the light, and then the inner bar ends. I had bits of bar tape here whenever I needed or could go into the aero position or rest my hands a little bit from the... Actually, we had a little bit of roads where we could rest the hands. But that is about it. The bags were, it's basically very simply divided. Here I only had snacks, so it was just snacks, and I still have some snacks left. So there's Stirker bars, and there's still some nuts and Mentos, I think. So they still work. Here was all the mandatory kit. So I had a puffy jacket, I had a little mat. Yeah, so there's my puffy jacket, sleeping bag, and all that stuff. Oh, and I still have some salami from somewhere. I don't know. Might be a good treat for the dog. Here was all the essentials, so electronics. We keep them in the Ziploc bag and stuff. Some other Ziploc bags just in case. Oh yeah, I had to visit a local bike shop and buy myself a spare tube. On the other side there was more tools, like mini tool, all the die levers, yeah, the pump, some lube, and all that. I mean, I don't need much. So that's about it, you beautiful people. This was the bike that we used for the Highland Trail 550 in these very adventurous, some say hardest conditions ever. It worked, everything worked, the wheels worked, gears worked, lights worked. So I think I'm gonna use it again whenever the next race comes, and I'll need something reliable. This is gonna be it. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you sometime soon again, and keep it up out there. Have fun.